Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today we got a nice Capcom game. Some kind of robo. Almost looks Mega Man. Alright, so obviously Japanese again. The one thing in Japanese I can do usually is do my name, but the way it's written on here, it's a little hard. Because I use the other, and I'm not 100% sure on this one. Whatever. Okay, so it's like, all right, we're playing more or less Beyblades and everything else, but with remote-controlled robots instead. I mean, that works. Capcom does have the main thing for all this with Mega Man and everything, so definitely can see them transitioning and doing this pretty easily. Let's see how it plays. All right. Unfortunately, can't read it. Fun little music, though. All right, we have $1,000. 1,000 currency. 1,000 something. I would assume yen in here, but who knows? I really wish I devoted the time to really learn how to read Japanese. It would make just read and speak. It would make life so much better. All the anime and games that we could play knowing Japanese would be so great. Oops, hit the wrong button. Or hit the button too fast. Okay, so that's the music. Alright, so let's see what we got here. So it's a fighting game, but alright, do we have any moves? I think right now we're basic bitches, right? go. Oh, so we just fight her again, huh? Okay. So we have to go to different spots in order to fight different people, it looks like. I mean, all in all, it plays well. Controls are good. They're solid. We're not really having any issues or lag. I don't know if we have any special moves. So far, it doesn't feel like it. But, like, it's clean, it's easy, it's simple. I mean, I think they kept it simple for an all ages kind of game because this is more of a, you know, younger audience, I feel like, more so than the older. So you could, like, literally, I guess, farm that right there if you chose to. So, like, I guess every, like I said, entrance or whatever is... Because, you know, this is a 2-button fighting game, so you can't expect a lot. I don't know what the ones and O's. Unfortunately, there's a couple of things that wouldn't be nice to have the book for, just to kind of grasp what you need or what things mean. But I mean, so all in all, this is what it looks like. And then I guess we could buy upgrades to our stuff. So this is kind of cool. I would love to know... Are we gonna fight the guard? We are gonna fight the guard. Okay, so we do have some... so there's just some other things. I don't know if we have to purchase them. Ooh, the guard is whooping our butt. Wow, alright. So yeah, there is definitely stuff to this game that we have not figured out yet. And we got destroyed by the guard. Oh. But all in all, it seems like a very interesting premise. I like that being able to upgrade and do things is kind of cool. Would love to know what we're reading. But again, this game is definitely playable without being able to read. Oh yeah, look at that. Alright, so some of the these guys are definitely much stronger and have upgrades. he's got a sword. We're gonna have to cheese it because he's got all kinds of abilities that we don't have. Damn, that was a good combo. But we win with the cheese. Haha. Hey, we got 100 for fighting him. So he is somebody that we could, at the moment, feasibly farm for decent amounts of stuff. Alright, so we can't access the houses, it doesn't look like, for the most part. We keep fighting Lon a lot, apparently. It is nice that each one of these guys are pretty unique. Oof. Boy, speed gets you in the corner, and you're a little bit of trouble on that one. So he's like the slightly upgraded version of the little ones, and then the other guy is the more upgraded. But all in all, that's kind of what we got going. It's kind of a remote control robot fighting game that really actually functions well. It looks like being able to upgrade your character and be able to do things has a lot to do with it. You just run around fighting. Unfortunately, like right now at least, having very limited fighting partners where you're gonna have to just sit there and keep farming and fighting the same 2, 3, well actually, let's face it, the one guy over and over and over again really kind of makes this game go from very interesting and unique to a little more redundant and just boring, because that's pretty much all you're going to be doing, it looks like, is fighting that one guy. Yeah, you have a couple other ones that you can fight, but I mean, he gives you 100 that we can actually fight. We got owned by that guy, and everything else is 20, and it's just a waste of time. So there's not a whole lot right now, at least being stuck in this tiny town, that you can really do. I'm sure we'll branch out at some point, but like as it stands now, it's going to be a whole lot of the same fight over and over and over again until you can upgrade everything. I don't know what will make it to where we can, if at all, leave this little town and move on. I mean, I'm sure, like, reading some of the stuff that we couldn't read, maybe there's something there that we need to be able to do. But as it stands, you can already tell right now, at least, that you're pretty much just going to be sitting here fighting this guy over and over and over again, upgrading your guy, fighting more, upgrading your guy, until you can just go through and take everybody. And the only one we have left is that. And then after we do that, what else is left? Can't go into anything else. I don't know what this is saying. So it's cool, it's unique, it's interesting, but it feels like there's very little real gameplay going on in here. It's a 2-button fighting game against 4 different or 5 characters, and that's pretty much all you got. And that's the game, it seems like. And again, there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 opponents, and that's all. So 6 things, 5 opponents, and pretty much all of them, we got 1 axe and 3 Leons and then 1 speed. And that's it. So we don't even see some of the other mechs at all either. So it's interesting. It has possibilities. Again, maybe if the game branches out and once we leave this town, there's a lot more going on. But it just seems like even to get out of here, I don't know what it requires, but it's going to require, at the very minimum, a whole lot of the same fight over and over and over again, which is very disappointing and just kind of really pulls a very interesting and unique and kind of cool concept game down a lot. Where it could have been like, hey, this is a really fun game even without being read. To now it's like, now that you read right away, you can understand what's going on. To being like, at least at the moment, it's a very boring game with very little to do. Again, with combat, like you can see that at least that they both have some special abilities that we might have to purchase. I don't know what we're buying, so I'm not 100% sure on everything. But all in all, even with that, you got a couple cool moves, but it's the same thing. I mean, you can only do so much on a 2-button fighting game. You got punch, you got kick. I mean, from there's not a whole lot going on. Very little in the ways of being able to do things, and we're only fighting 2 different men for the most part. So it's just like, lots of possibilities. If we get out of this town and it really expands, then there's going to be a lot more. But getting to that point is going to be frustrating, annoying, and very boring and tedious. So maybe once you do, and maybe we're missing something, and it's not as bad as I hope, or as I think, which I'm hopeful on. But as it stands, not being able to read or knowing anything, like, the game definitely has a lot of possibility. The top-down, like this mode right here, leaves a little to be desired, but nothing really bad. The combat is clean, even though it is a 2-button game. It's clean. It functions well. It's very... There's no real delays. There's no real issues in the fighting and the controls and everything. It's polished for what it is, but right now, just going by what I can see, there's very little in the way of, variety and anything else, and it's a very, very tedious game. But again, hopefully leaving this town changes all that. But unfortunately, we don't know what to do in order to get there. So with that being said, thank you so much for joining, guys. Till next time, you guys have a great day.